All right, well, it's election day across the country. We're keeping a close eye on the polls here in central Pennsylvania and other states with major decisions to make today. We're bringing you live team coverage. Maxine Rose telling us about what's driving voters to the polls. Fatima is breaking down the race for Harrisburg mayor. But first, we do want to check in with Candace Scalise in downtown Carlisle. So, Candace, what's the pulse there?
Hey, Kennedy. Well, a few people I've talked to said it's been really steady so far. They say surprisingly so. Typically, these kind of elections tend to be a bit slow, but they say since 7 o'clock this morning, there were actually folks lined up outside the precinct here in order to cast their vote. So it's been very steady so far. They have tables set up right here for the Republicans and Democrats. If you want to, vote straight party ticket, they have flyers for you to be able to do so. One of the big races here is the mayoral race. That's going to be from the Democrat incumbent, Sean Schultz, and then the Republican challenger, Don Smith. So one of the reasons that this is a big race is because Cumberland County is one of the fastest growing counties in Pennsylvania. So whoever wins the mayoral race today, that's going to really determine the next 4 years here in Carlisle, which could also impact, of course, Cumberland County and all of its residents and the future of the county. So it's going to be a big race today for the mayor. Of course, you have the Supreme Court retention vote as well. People are voting on that here too. I did speak with a woman who voted today already. I asked her why she decided to come out, and she recognizes the importance of the elections and how they impact our local lives. I also spoke with one of the guys who is helping with security here, and he tells me he thinks just the way that our nation has responded to the president, either positive or negative, that's driving a lot more people to the polls, at least here in Carlisle today. Now in Cumberland County, there has already, they've begun pre-canvassing, so they sent out about 24,000 mail-in and absentee ballots. They've gotten back around 19,000 as of 7 o'clock this morning. They're going to be counting those, scanning those all day. Those results will be posted after the polls close around 8 o'clock tonight. So you still have a chance to vote. There's been a steady flow of traffic here. I haven't talked to a lot of people who are going to vote right now. A lot of people doing it before and after work today. But it's a beautiful day to get out. And like I said, if you do want to do a straight party ticket here in Carlisle, and in a lot of polling places, there's going to be just ways for you to do so. Some advice on who you should choose if you want to go straight Democrat or Republican. For now, reporting live in Cumberland County in Carlisle, I'm Candace Scalise, CBS 21 News.
All right, pretty busy day. Thanks so much, Candace, for that report. As for the race for mayor in Harrisburg, incumbent Wanda Williams is on the Democrat ticket. She's facing off against City Treasurer Dan Miller on the Republican side. Fatima Moen joins us live in Dauphin County to give us a breakdown of the race between the two. Hey, Fatima.
Yeah, Kennedy, coming to you live from Camp Curtin Academy, where you're just taking a live look at this polling site. We've been here all morning just tracking down how voters have been coming in and out. We've actually seen a group coming in just for the lunchtime rush. But this morning we caught up with both mayoral candidates casting their votes and sharing their thoughts on each other. Take a listen.
And if it wasn't me, Wanda wouldn't debate because she can't defend her record of incompetence. And then, of course, there's all the corruption that she's involved with.
Why should I initiate debate? I initiated debate. I debated those guys 5 times. No, wait, 7 times. 7 times. So why I have to debate them anymore? There's nothing else to be said. You don't know any answers. Somebody asks you a question, you don't know the answer.
Now, who will be Harrisburg's next mayor is up to Dauphin County voters. Dan Miller shed light on how hopeful he feels for tonight's results, sharing his hesitation to run in the first place as a Democrat for the Republican ticket. His supporters urged him to take the seat and bring the change he wants to see for the city, whereas current mayor Wanda Williams started by saying how she isn't impressed by Miller's platform and doesn't think he has the experience the city needs. Williams shared her confidence going into vote and the night ahead. Now, we will have team coverage starting at 5 p.m. on how both candidates are looking. We'll have crews at each of their watch parties tonight. You want to stay up to date on that at CBS21.com. For now, a live report in Harrisburg. Fatima Moen, CBS 21 News at noon. Back to you.
Well, our election day team coverage, it continues. Let's take a live look first over Harrisburg this afternoon. Residents are heading to the polls today to cast their vote for either current mayor Wanda Williams or city treasurer Dan Miller. Now, Williams beat out several candidates in the primaries, including Miller. And after losing the Democratic nomination, he's now running as a Democrat on a Republican ticket. Let's take you live here over the White House this afternoon. President Trump had a lot to say about the election, asking New Yorkers to vote for Cuomo and Pennsylvanians to vote no. no on retention of, quote, woke judges. But we want to know, how does the president impact the polls? Maxine Rose is joining us live. So Maxine, how are people responding to Trump's post on social media?
Hey, Kennedy. Well, I'm hearing a mixed batch of emotions here about that post. People obviously want to see what he has to say. But from what I'm hearing, there are some people who say, I'm actually going to vote opposite to what he's saying simply because he is saying just that, posting it online. And also I'm hearing from some people who are committed to just doing their research and just sticking with their facts and trying to not let that post actually influence them.
And Maxine, do people say they're looking to the president to help them decide on who to vote for?
Yeah, well, I think there are some people who, of course, are looking to that, who maybe align with some of his values and opinions and some of his decisions, of course. So we are seeing that there are some people who are looking at that post and saying, okay, if he thinks that way, then I should do that as well. But we're here talking with a ton of people, just trying to get an idea of how people are reacting to that post and also, how they'll be voting here today. We're, of course, standing in front of a polling place now, watching as people are coming in and out. We'll have the latest for you tonight as we hear from those people at 5:30, and 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of back and forth. We appreciate that breakdown, Maxine, and we look forward to that report tonight at 5.